It's tutorial time. I want to do something really fall again because I am just inspired and ready for all of these dark, smoky, gold, autumn, and red tones. Okay, we're gonna prime our eyes. I think I might have a palette in the mailbox. Mama's gonna go check the mail. But I'm gonna start with my P. Louise base in shade number 1. I want a little bit lighter base than 2, but not quite a white base. Somewhere right in the middle. So Mama just checked the mail. We have our ColourPop stuff there, and she's like, it's a lot. And I'm just sitting over here, patiently.
Twiddling your thumbs?
No, patiently, but it is a lot. She's not joking. Ooh, we got the whatever. Oh my god, are you guys ready for a tutorial on this? And my discount code ROSE for a discount on all this ColourPop stuff. Okay, one question. How did ColourPop know that these are all the tones that I wanted to use today? This is scary. They are magical. This is so pretty. I cannot wait to use it. Are you guys excited? All right, let's just start by going into this shade here. And I'm using a MAC 217. Whoa, that picked up a lot. And we're just gonna tap this all throughout the crease. Whoa, hello pigment. I'm so excited. We're going so dramatic, you guys. Just pack that on with the MAC 217. Are y'all as excited for this tutorial as I am? I don't know why. I think it's because I've been gone. All right, I'm gonna tap into this shade, maybe later. And we're just gonna start to tap that right above the burgundy. So take your time, tap it in. Just notice how I'm using sides of the brush as well. So I'm gonna use the other side and tap in this. And I'm gonna kind of bring up the burgundy as well and kind of blend it into that. Now I'm just taking this Sigma E32. I have nothing on the brush whatsoever. And I'm just gonna start on the inner part. And I'm kind of just tapping and creating a transition shade out of the 2 shades that we already used. So just take your time and tap. I never go back and forth when I use the P. Louise base. It's all about tapping. But I really want you to see the difference here. I mean, you can already see it, but I have to work in small sections when I do this. Best trick I ever learned. I grab white eyeshadow and I'm gonna focus this on the highest point of my brow, and then we'll start to tap it in. And I'll bring it all the way over here, and I'll even tap it just on the very outer edges of the burgundy. All right, now here's what's happening. It's gonna be a little bit different, but it's gonna look like it's not gonna be different at first. So we're gonna carve out just a little bit of our lid. I'm using the P. Louise base and then my Dose of Colors concealer brush, and I'm only gonna carve to about right here. And then I'm gonna question Mom on what she's burning.
Nothing. I had bad biscuits.
There she went with mustard, y'all. All right, get ready for it. I'm gonna grab my P. Louise base in Baddie Black, which is the black base. Let it warm up, about 15 seconds. All right, here comes the fun part. Here it comes. This is actually a P. Louise brush. It came from the Acid Rain collection. So we're gonna connect this. We're going to draw it out like this, and we're going to connect it, and then we'll fill this in with black eyeshadow. But we want this to be a really thin layer. Don't worry about it being extremely black yet, because we're going to come back. And fill it in. Alright, I got a MAC 228. I'm going to use my favorite black eyeshadow in the entire world. This is the Natasha Denona Blackest Black, and we're just going to tap that all over. Look at that. It's like a black hole of goodness. And I'm going to do this in a mirror too, because I'm doing this in my phone right now. So just cover all of that black base. Trying to eat Cheetos. We got this chaos behind me. He normally doesn't jump up here. I don't know what he's doing. He's scary. He's scary. Look how big he is. This is a mega cat. Get down. You're so soft, though. You're so soft. This is not going to bode well. Did you see the disrespect? Judah, get it together. Oh, yeah. All right, get ready. Let's go into the shade right here. It's basically autumn in eyeshadow form. And I'm using my Sigma brush that I always use, the E57. And we're gonna tap this all over the rest of the lid. I'm screaming. We're all screaming. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm speechless. Now let's try out this new Huda liner. Oh, I haven't used a wand like this in 100 years. So we'll just kind of do a thin line. And obviously we're not going to do a cat eye, because we kind of already have one. It's really black. Let's see how it dries though. Alright, this look, we still got some more cleaning up to do, so get ready. But it needs a dark waterline. This is Swerve Cream Gel Liner from ColourPop, and we're just going to run this along our waterline. Look how dark that is. Code ROSE for a discount. Alright, are y'all ready to start looking somewhat normal again? I already have my lashes up here drying, but let's clean up under here. And this needs to be extremely sharp, so I'm going to take my fingernail and just go right underneath here. And please do this in a mirror, not your phone, because you could take off half of that, and that's going to be hard to replace. And we'll clean up under here as well. Okay, we got velour lashes in the style Feelin Myself. Extra fluffy. Woo! Code ROSE Velour for a discount on these two. Alright, we're going to do this Ciate Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I actually really love this primer. I've been using it for a couple weeks now. Doug has heard the UPS man, and he says no to the UPS man. Alright, we got our Dose of Colors foundation today. I'm going to put that on the back of my hand. That's way too much. Sometimes when I'm doing this and talking, I don't even focus. It's out of control, but let it warm up on the back of your hand about 30 seconds. Alright, we're going to melt it into the skin. Really work it in. I like it to where you can still see skin. So that's why I use a brush and a blender to really melt it in. Alright, so now I'm just going to pick up a little bit with my blender, and I like to put the most on my cheeks. I feel like I put on a lot today. You see, this is what happens. But luckily I'm not going anywhere today. I am actually going to start decorating for fall/Halloween. So I put out a few things for fall, and then I gradually introduce my bats and my ghosts and all my good stuff. Best trick I ever learned, Smith 109. The smallest amount of foundation. I'm talking like so small, you guys. And then take it in here, and then I'll even kind of tap it. And then right through here, and of course around the brows. Kylie concealer in Gypsum and Himalaya. This is Himalaya, which is the one I use for color correcting. So good, you guys. And then I use Gypsum for brightening and bringing the features forward. Now we will melt all of this in with my Dose of Colors sponge. I actually really like this sponge, you guys. And then I'm actually going to take, let me grab it. I haven't done this in a long time. Just grab a little bit of concealer over here and go right underneath here. I haven't been this aggressive in a while, but this makes a difference, and this is a different kind of look that I normally do, so it's going to look really good. Alright, we're going to bake Kylie Soft Pink Powder. And I'm baking today because we're going to go pretty heavy underneath our eye, and we don't want any fallout. So we'll just do this really heavy under our eyes. Let's shape this face. I'm going to use Tantour from Huda, and I'm going to use a shade medium today. I'm feeling real contoury, but I am going to use a little less because this color is a little darker, and while it does blend out nice, it gets pretty aggressive. Watch this blend out. It just kills me. Remember, I didn't set anywhere else on my face with the powder except for underneath my eyes, which we're not going to mess with. So bring that down, and then watch it just blend out over here. Always go up though. Up and in. So here's a really good tip. I take brown eyeliner. This is a cream gel liner from ColourPop in the shade Call Me. It's a nice chocolatey brown. So instead of going underneath here with black, I'm gonna go with brown. But then wait, there's more. So just go to about right here. Now we'll take the MAC 228S brush with whatever's left on here and just kind of tap it into there. It'll set the brown and it won't look as harsh because underneath our eyes a lot of black just never. Now pick up that first shade that we used and go all the way across. Okay, this is the prettiest blush ever. This is from the collection as well from ColourPop. It's called Drop of a Hat, and I'm just going to use my usual blush brush that I always use to apply it. It's going to have a little bit of shimmer, but nothing too outrageous. This is so pretty. Let's go back into the palette, grab a MAC 228 brush, and we're going to use this as our inner corner. Get ready for it. Look at that. Boom. Lit up. This is gorgeous. It's called Tardy. Oh my gosh. Alright, I put on some bottom lashes. These are House of Lashes in the style Darling. And I used House of Lashes glue too. And I'm just pushing them up to kind of make them go into my natural lashes. And they go underneath your natural lashes. Alright, dust off all this powder. And then kind of whatever's left on my brush, I'll kind of just go through here. And then around the brows just to make sure it's all nice and set. Alright, so we're just going to go in with this Dose of Colors lip liner in the shade Lavish. You guys know I kind of just go in rough because we come back and correct it in a second. Okay, this look is just calling for this extremely dark, high shine lip. It's called like a vinyl lip polish and it's from Revlon. The shade is, we'll figure out the shade in a second, but look at this. OMG. Alright, I'm going to go throw on earrings and we'll go outside and look at this in the daylight. It could be scary. Let's hope it's not. Alright, here we are outside, no filter. This is pretty good though, because this is a really harsh eye and my skin still looks really smooth and even. I really do like that Dose of Colors foundation. So does Jazzy. I'm literally trying to get my video and I have to kind of crouch down and I have just a touch of lap. And she insists that the little bit of lap that I have is hers.